6:48, we're getting more crazy video of severe weather that moved through parts of Kansas. Check it out. It's on your screen right now. A large violent twister was caught on tape ripping through the northern part of Kansas yesterday, damaging more than a dozen homes. Multiple tornadoes also touched down in Kansas on Tuesday and hit in parts of Oklahoma as well. That massive storm system, by the way, now making its way east this morning. A very good morning to you, and thank you so much for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Kyle Bosch. Lisa Bedeau has the morning off. We're just getting started with nonstop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we start with a story new for you this morning. 2 people are dead after a 2-vehicle crash in the Northern Valley. It all happened yesterday around 4 p.m. at the intersection of Polk County Roads 12 and 49. That's just north of Mentor. Police say a pickup driven by a 62-year-old Canadian man ran through a stop sign at the intersection and hit a trailer that was being pulled by a Garden Valley Telephone Company vehicle. A Ditch Witch implement that was on the trailer came off and landed on the pickup. Now, both people in the pickup were killed. Their bodies have been taken to Grand Forks for an autopsy. The other driver was not hurt in the crash. A chat with your teenagers about school safety might surprise or even worry you. 7 out of 10 high school students surveyed around the country say they do not feel safe in school. The Gallup poll questioned hundreds of thousands of students. We talked to teens locally in our area about it. Many also brought up concerns. Their biggest ones: bullying, fighting, and drugs.
They have drug searches that go on, but I think the punishment should be more than just, slap on the wrist if you're under 18, because it's, I don't know, people do it and they don't learn from it, so they just keep doing it.
I would like it to stop. I know that drugs are horrible for you and that they've ruined a lot of lives, and I would enjoy if it would not be tolerated in schools anymore.
Fargo and West Fargo school officials say that they are taking the drug problem seriously. They also say their own school safety studies show that most students here do feel safe in class. Well, police are on alert in cities where the GOP presidential frontrunner is holding rallies because of a rash of violent and disruptive behavior. Police ended up arresting at least 5 protesters at a campaign rally for Donald Trump in Anaheim, California yesterday after shouting matches erupted between protesters and Trump supporters. Trump events have been the frequent target of protesters who have been opposed to his rhetoric on immigration and comments that Mexico is sending criminals and rapists into the United States. Well, speaking of Donald Trump, he is making his way to North Dakota today. He is set to speak at the Williston Basin Petroleum Conference in Bismarck at 1 this afternoon. The event's drawing a lot of people. If you're planning on going, we've got information about parking and road closures posted at our website, valleynewslive.com. Just click on this story. If you go to valleynewslive.com this afternoon, by the way, we'll also be streaming that conference and Donald Trump's speech if you can't make it to the rally. Time to get a look at weather and traffic on the ones now. We start with meteorologist Robert Hahn.
Seeing lots of sunshine here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, and we're going to see more sun than clouds today, which is nice. Yesterday, more clouds than sun, along with some showers and some thunderstorms. 54 right now, winds out of the west and southwest at 7. Elsewhere across the region, temperatures all primarily in the low to mid-50s. Some upper 50s, though. Grand Forks and Thief River Falls at 57, 59 up in Roseau. Wind speeds light and variable for the most part, but off towards the west, starting to increase just a bit. And today we're going to see some westerly winds today around 10 to 20 miles per hour with some occasional stronger gusts. Still seeing some cloudiness out there as a weak low pressure system continues to slide off towards the north. And we did have some showers across the north, but those have since pretty much dissipated. But we'll see more redevelop later on today along our Canadian border counties. A slight chance for a few showers later on tonight. Slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the central and the southern valley. Some showers, some thunderstorms, some of those storms severe in parts of Illinois and Missouri continue to march off toward the east, but more severe weather possible in parts of the central and southern plains later on today. For us, as we head through the rest of the day, again, slight chance for showers across the far north, and the combination of some showers and a bit of cloudiness, holding temperatures in the 60s there, but 70s elsewhere. Late tonight, here comes that weak little system, give us a slight chance for an isolated shower storm during the overnight hours tonight into tomorrow morning. And then as we head through tomorrow afternoon, another warm day, warming up into the 70s, maybe an isolated 80-degree temperature not out of the question, with a chance for at least a few showers and storms. But by evening, quieting back down. Not quieting back down in the plains. Nebraska and Kansas once again at a pretty significant risk for tornadoes as we head through this afternoon and this evening. For us, we have a chance for some showers and thunderstorms increasing as we head into the holiday weekend and then decreasing as we wrap up the holiday weekend. That's another look at your weather. Let's get another look at traffic with Al Ahmed. Good morning, Al.
Good morning to you, Robert. First off, folks, we have a stalled or stopped pickup. It's a red Dodge. I just saw the flashers come on southbound Interstate 29 right near the 19th Avenue ramp. So make sure that you're looking out for that. Maybe just short term, but anyways, out there again, flashers are on. Traffic on I-29 pretty brisk this morning, particularly northbound. Again, we have that big work zone from roughly the tri-level up to 13th Avenue South northbound. Make sure you're mindful of that. We're on Interstate 94 right now, westbound I-94 traffic. Definitely getting pretty thick. Eastbound I-94 pretty active as well. And we have that Mungo work zone over on the Minnesota side between roughly 8th and 20th Streets. Make sure you're slowing down and driving extra carefully through there. Willamette Valley Today traffic.
6:54 now. Some people in West Fargo are just about a week away from getting a taste of a brand new water supply, and there are some things you should know for the transition. The city will start tapping into Fargo's drinking water system on June 1st. The whole transition will take about a month to finish. Now, officials recommend that when your area is being flushed, you should disconnect all home filtering systems and not wash clothes or dishes. Some water discoloration is expected after the system is flushed, so that means you should run cold water into a bathtub until it clears up. You can find an interactive map showing when your neighborhood will make the switch at our website, valleynewslive.com. Just click on this story. We've got some new information for you this morning on the sweep of the Cass County Jail that we first told you about yesterday. Charges are expected to be filed after weapons were found during a search of the jail on Tuesday night. Officers found 2 makeshift knives during their sweep. The Cass County Sheriff's Office says it's confident now that there are no more drugs or weapons inside the jail. We also have new information this morning on the case of vandalism and burglary in McLeod, North Dakota during the 2015 Cowboy Up weekend. 8 people are facing charges. Court documents say the group was drinking around a campfire when they decided to see if the McLeod Schoolhouse Museum was open. It wasn't, but they allegedly broke a window to get inside and ended up causing a mess. Now, the Bethany Lutheran Church in McLeod was also vandalized that same weekend, but investigators say that they have been so far unable to find any evidence at the church that connects the 2 break-ins. We've told you recently about some communities in the valley dealing with a fruit fly problem, so we wanted to get a closer look at how to get rid of those pests. Experts say chemical sprays are the most effective method, but there are some natural options as well. They include pouring apple cider vinegar into a bowl, wrapping the bowl with plastic wrap and poking holes in it to create a trap for the flies. You can also mix lavender essential oil with hot water in a spray bottle and spray it along windows and doors or directly onto the pests. Finally, you want to clear your counter of any fruits and vegetables. The city of Fargo is adding some more bike lanes in downtown, and there's a public forum later today to outline the details and answer any of your questions about the project that's planned for NP Avenue. The meeting goes from 4:30 to 6 at the community room of the downtown library, and there is another meeting tomorrow afternoon, noon to 1 p.m., also at the downtown library. Well, all morning long, we have learned about the art of swing dancing, and you've got a chance to even learn more and practice yourself coming up tonight. Valley News Live's Ashley Bishop joins us live this morning with some of the people who are teaching swing dancing here in the Valley. Hi, Ashley.
Good morning, Kyle. That's right. All morning we've been joined by Emily and Jordan teaching us a little bit of swing dancing, the moves, and you have the chance to learn tonight starting at 7. And it's a great event because there's a live band that's going to be playing. That's not there every time. So why is this a great event, and what's great about the music?
Yeah, so the music is that 1920s and 30s big band jazz music. And, this is a dance started in Harlem in New York City. It's an all-American dance. And so swing dancing, we love doing it, and it's, just going to be a blast.
So show us a little bit of the dance moves, and we'll talk about the event, how much it costs. Emily and Jordan here. Emily also is an instructor and teaches it. So show us a little bit of the swing dancing here. As you can see, very fun. And it's something I learned throughout this morning that anyone can do, even myself, and I don't have great dance abilities. But the event is tonight. It is down at Etche Art Gallery on Broadway, downtown Fargo, starting at 7 with some lessons. So if you've never swing danced before, like me, come down, learn some lessons, and then a live band playing throughout the evening. Something anyone can do from kids to adults. The cost is it's very cheap and even less.
For non-students, $5 for students.
Yes, $8 for adults, $5 for students, and it's something that you can participate and do at any time. And as you can see, look how fun this is that they are having. And we'll have the information online if you want to learn more about the event tonight. Visit valleynewslive.com. Kyle?
All right, Ashley Bishop, thank you very much. Well, it's the end of school, and of course that means things are starting to wind down, and there's some fun going on, sometimes even in the hallways. We're told there'll be a rematch today in a student versus teacher car race, but don't worry, the cars are just handheld, and, nobody's going to go crazy out on the roads. It's all from some 8th graders at Carl Ben Middle School in Fargo. They designed carbon dioxide powered cars as part of the school's STEM program. They got their chance to try out their work yesterday. Well, let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. You are more likely to experience this if you're married than if you're single. Robert, what was your guess again?
Heartburn.
And you're right.
Hey.
You win again. Heartburn it is. You can take part in our question of the morning at our Valley News Live Facebook page. That is our time on this Thursday morning, everybody. More local news and weather coming up in just about 25 minutes. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care.